We are back, or I guess technically I am back from a week-long trip to Sweetwater. Last week was Gearfest. Had an incredible time, got to hang out with the drum bros and meet so many incredible people and incredible musicians and do so many cool things. So I'll have a full video about all the other shenanigans we got into. And seriously, Sweetwater really did hook it up and we had an incredible time. So shout out to Sweetwater. Again, there'll be a full video about that coming out soon. But one thing I was not expecting to do was meet Mike Mangini. That was pretty cool. But what's even cooler than that is the day before I was talking with the people from Shure and they were like, oh, well, you play drums. Mike Mangini's down the hall recording. Do you want to go watch Mike use our mics? But what's even cooler than that is we got to play on that exact same kit later that day. But what's even cooler than that is this mic. Check this out. A laser engraved SM57.
There it is.
All right, look at that.
rdavidr right on the mic.
But hearing the kit in the control room and then hearing it in the studio behind the kit playing it and then hearing it in front of the kit with other people playing it, it was probably one of the best sounding drum sets I've ever heard. So I went ahead and I wouldn't say I stole the tuning, but I documented how it was tuned and the pitches of, you know, each drum and the top and bottom heads and all that stuff. And I don't even know if it was Mike that tuned that kit or if he had a drum tech or if someone from Sweetwater Studios tuned it or if they just opened up a brand new kit and set it up or if they pulled it off a shelf and it was already tuned. But either way, it sounded incredible and you know I'm a sucker for good sounding drums, so I had to document how it sounded. That kit was a Pearl Masters Maple Gum. I don't have one of those kits, but I do have the Session Studio Select in the same sizes. Somewhere in here there's a 12-inch tom. I'll need to find that. We got the kit, we got some heads, we got some keys. Let's get to tuning. Alright, we're going to start with the two rack toms because I feel like these will be the easiest to tune. The Sweetwater kit had Remo Clear Emperors on the batter and Remo Ambassador Clears on the Rezo, so I already switched out the heads on the kit. We just need to tune now. Alright, so let's see how this 10-inch sounds. So considering the top and bottom heads are pretty similar, let's just start cranking it up. That is entirely too low, but that's fine. Get this out of the way and tune the bottom head. Let's focus on the Rezo side. We are a bit low. We're pretty much there. Okay, that should be close enough. I'm gonna switch to the batter side, and once I get that close, I'll switch back to the Rezo side and do all the fine tuning. Bringing up the batter side made the Rezo side a bit too high, so instead of detuning each lug, I'll do the CPR method for this. So if we listen to it now, give it a press. There we go. We're getting somewhere now. So before we got a lot of like overtones from the Rezo side, but now we have a lot more tone and we have that like glassiness that we have on the Sweetwater kit. So I'm gonna call this good for now. Let's go to the 12. So the method from last time seemed to work. Let's just tighten up the batter head a little bit. Now we do the same on the Rezo. So same thing as last time, Since we brought up the batter side, the reso side is now too high. We'll give it the CPR method. Okay, I think we're a bit low. Let's check the batter. So the reso side is a bit low, so I'll bring that back up. Also in that clip, I didn't really have a good playing zone on that drum. I was playing kind of on the edge of it, so it doesn't sound the best. It's a little bit thin and a little bit higher pitched than it normally would. So I'll do my best to get it the same, but it might not be exactly the same. That's as close as I can get it now. It needs a little bit of tweaking, but I think it's mainly because there's a giant bass drum right under the tom, and that's like absorbing some of the frequencies and overtones and everything. So once I get it on the kit, I'll do the exact same thing I did in that video and compare everything and then make final adjustments. So as usual, we'll start out by getting a little bit of tension on the head. Flip to the reso side. And actually this head is tuned from before, so let's see how off we actually are. Crank it up. Okay, we'll start there. We need to crank up the batter side a little bit. Boom, boom. Okay, I'm happy with the batter for now. Let's go back to the reso. So I feel like I need to bring up the reso a little bit more, but I also need to bring up the batter just a touch. If you couldn't tell, I prefer to have my reso side floor tom heads tuned very low, so again, it feels very weird to crank up these heads. Okay, so we have the basketball effect going on, but the batter side is tuned really low. I think I'm happy with the batter side. Let's check the reso. I absolutely hate tuning floor toms, but this is actually sounding pretty decent right now. It's not exactly like the other drum set, but it's close enough, I think. And again, it's totally not how I would normally tune a drum set. And the fact that it is sounding good, I think means that we're doing something right. So again, once we get the kit set up, I'll fine tune everything. But Dave, you forgot the bass drum. Yeah, I kinda did. I didn't take any footage of the kick, but I did switch out the head because over the past couple years, I've been converted to a Power Stroke 3 guy, which is what was on that kit, but the kick still is, I guess, technically my tuning. I just spent the past hour fine-tuning this kit. I wouldn't say it was hard, but you know, again, these are completely different drum sets, so I had to make a few little adjustments to make this kit sound good, but I want to say that I captured the mojo of that kit pretty well. Also, another thing that really helped out with this was an app called Audio Stretch. I want to say I learned about this app from either one of Nathan's videos or maybe it was Zach, but it's really nice because you can upload any video or audio and then loop it, so that really helped out when comparing pitches. So first, let's compare the two tunings and then we'll jam to some music, and let me know in the comments if you like this tuning better than how I normally tune a drum set. All right, now let's hear the kit with some music. Did you know I have a second channel where I post all my playing without any music, so just drums? If you want to hear this kit without any music, I'll link to that. Also, I'm trying to hit 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year on this channel so I can be cool, so make sure you subscribe.